What's good, Chappelle? I think it's time to get busy.
You are now tuned into the judges' table. You are now tuned into the judges' table. Representing the 314 in St. Louis and the 816 in Kansas City. Here's your hosts, Slick 50 and Polo J.
That's me. That's me. Polo. I'm Polo. That's Slick.
The one and only nigga.
That's Slick 50.
Yeah.
Me, Polo. Senor Polo.
What's going on with you, Polo, man?
Well, I was constipated earlier.
Oh, goddamn.
And I didn't know what it came from, so I decided to drink some citromagnesium.
Yeah.
Fixed it right up.
Yeah, that shit usually does, bro. What the fuck?
Killed some wasps.
You killed some wasps?
Yeah. They were building all kinds of nests behind my shutters and all that different type of jazz. So I sprayed their ass, you know.
Get rid of.
You know, that's what happens. You come around here set tripping and shit like that.
Okay, when the fucking yellow jackets get your ass, you better leave that shit alone, man.
The thing about yellow jackets, I can actually punch them.
Fuck
I can actually
fuck with that shit, bro. I got tagged by four at one time. Nigga, I was up out of there. I was like, hell no. No, sir. It's not going down. It is not going down.
What is going down is Anthony Joshua.
Oh my God, bro. First, before we jump into that, right? He who sings keeps sweat. Let's talk about that shit. I can't let that joke go. But anyway, shout out to David Lemieux. He has retired. He's sitting it down. He's gave us some great fights. You know what I mean? It's always good when you can retire and you still got your speech and still got money to play with. So shout out to him. Now, don't start. But Cause I got your face card right here, goddamn. You got like the face. I got it.
Anthony
Yes.
Joshua.
Yeah, man. Hey, he be saying, like, I know we was talking about him and whatnot and this, that, and the third, and it be all jokes, but he say stuff right when I be like, it's 50-50. Then it be like, see, why you say that, bro? Like, I know he's gonna say it's a deception. No, fuck all that. I ain't trying to hear that. If this man was a Southpaw, he said he would have whooped Usyk ass.
He was switching all night.
Right? That's what I was like. You was you getting hit that much? You could. He was like, my boy, Chris. Is it Chris? Not Chris Rock. What's the other Chris? Chris Tucker. Which one of you motherfuckers hit me? You know what I'm saying? What movie was that with Jackie Chan?
Rush Hour.
Like he had to be like that or something to not see. He was getting switched on all night.
What if AJ beats Usyk? Absolutely nothing.
If AJ beat Usyk, shout to AJ, but it just makes him the comeback kid. Because it'll be the second time that he avenges a loss, but you can't make that the story of your career. That I have to get my ass whooped to be motivated to whoop someone's ass.
Bruh, Usyk is not Ruiz.
Right, for real.
He is not. Have you seen him? Have you seen
right.
him?
And just 2 days ago, I was just saying, bruh, I feel like it might be 50-50 because this dude losing weight. We saw what he did with Ruiz, and then the part that made it 50-50 for him, because I'm like, let me slow down. The part that made it 50-50 with me is the fact that Usyk putting on weight. And I was like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, for what?
There's
or as
weight,
my
but
kids,
there's right
as
weight.
my kids would say, for why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, I don't know. But who's to say that's just not his comfortable weight, though? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just his walking weight. And he's able to just do that. He don't have to worry about losing weight. But he's still fast as fuck, though.
The thing that separates the weight is not an issue for Anthony Joshua. Muscle mass is not an issue for Anthony Joshua. The problem with Anthony Joshua is the fact that this nigga cannot and will not work on his tank.
Well, that's what they work now again. That the video came out, that's what it's all geared towards.
Bruh.
That's what it's geared to. But
you can't feed me that video shit. I done seen a lot of shit in videos.
well,
But when
that.
it comes to getting into the ring, it's a completely different story.
He gotta go by the game plan to pace that out, though. That's what it boils down to, his mental. And it's always
how many
been,
times have we seen that?
I've always felt like it's a gas tank thing, but also more than that, it's a mental issue. I feel like that's how Andy beat him. I feel like that's how Usyk beat him. The minute he feel like he can't touch you, it's like he just don't want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Like his head not there no more.
Anthony Joshua is a more popular and a little bit better skilled Deontay Wilder. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, that's not saying.
That's not saying much. That's not saying much.
Saying much about Deontay, man. Deontay cool, bro. He's not a boxer. He's a puncher. Let's just call it what it is.
But this is the sport of boxing.
True, but he's one of the best puncher boxers we got. He's not a boxer.
He was,
and he's coming back. So that's a good
until he ran across an actual boxer who had skills enough to beat his ass.
Well, that was the inevitable. It always happens.
Well, yeah, it happens when everything is handpicked for you to look good.
I won't say all his fights was handpicked. I won't say
all his fights have been handpicked.
No, he fought his number ones. He fought who he's supposed to fight. I mean, shit, just he had a heavy hand. It's just that, like, when he got to the top tier of motherfuckers, that the box started giving them problems. And it started with Spilka. Spilka exposed him. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, King Kong thought he had his number, but he didn't because he got greedy. Well, I ain't gonna say he got greedy. I just felt like he got overconfident. But then after that, shit, it was just full fledged Tyson Fury. Like shit, like I can handle this. Whatever. But like I say, but in history of boxing, that's just like you say, it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? The puncher always gets beat by the boxer. You know what I'm saying? Especially one that don't have no head movement. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the fundamentals of boxing. He's just a fighter. You know what I mean?
You just described Anthony Joshua.
Anthony had a snap. He got a jab. He just, it's just Anthony has shown that he can be great. It's just that his mental state is not there.
Against lower tier competition. He can't do anything with the upper echelon of boxing.
We'll see. And this is and this is for all the belts. All. They added the WBC to it. Even though he ain't let it go yet, they said it's added on. WBC says it's been added on to this fight. He's let go of the Ring Magazine belt. So he can't try to renege. He got I don't know how this policy going, but as of right now, the WBC has added that belt to that fight. Now I don't know if they giving him some type of grace period, like you gotta let us know if you gonna keep it or not. Before as we know, he retired. He didn't let go of the Ring Magazine. They just saying he fully.
What about the WBA? Who has the WBA?
That's all the whatchamacallit. That's all Usyk. All that's over there.
This is a undisputed match.
This is an undisputed match, sir.
That's one reason why I do not trust Anthony Joshua.
What, you don't think? What, too much?
Too much.
I'm wrong with Usyk. I am. Like I did the first time when everybody was shitting on me, didn't nobody know who Usyk was. But I don't know.
You expect too much out of Anthony Joshua.
No, I don't. I don't expect him to win. That would be expecting too much. But I'm saying that I expect to see some improvement with Robert. One thing about Robert, he doesn't accept anything less. You know what I'm saying? So Robert is a damn good trainer. Good trainer.
He is.
And I'm excited to see what he can do with him because again, I don't think Robert ever I don't believe Robert's ever trained a heavyweight.
AJ beats him in this fight. Hell no.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But it would be
what
to
are you
testament
basing
of
this
Robert.
off of?
If he beats him, it will be the testament of Robert, bro. To the testament of Robert.
And that's why this is the issue with Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
If he beats Usyk, nobody's going to give him credit that it was because of something that he did.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be because of Robert, not because of anything that he did. And here, you can make a boxer box the way that you want him to, but if he ain't got no tank, compared to somebody who's willing to go 12, somebody who's willing to go 15 to 18 rounds, the fuck is he even doing? I think, really, if I was to train Anthony Joshua, we would be doing wind sprints for the first 6 weeks of training camp. That's it. Wind sprints. Boxing. You're going to get in there, and you're not leaving this motherfucking place until you give me 18 rounds. 18 rounds. That's the requirement. So I know for a fact, once you get to the 12th round, you should not be gassed. I mean, boxing skills, yeah. Hit the bag, get in sparring, all that different type of shit. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. But your issue is your tank. Like, it's his tank. Like, I would be sorely disappointed to actually watch Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, because I know at the 6th round, Both of them gonna be on their tippy toes, stumbling around and shit, with their mouth open, drooling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to watch that?
Wait, rewind. You talking about
Rob
AJ and who?
and Wilder.
Oh, that's gonna sell, bro. I thought you what? Because something had went on over here and I was trying to do both, but that's gonna sell. Just with some fact, Tyson Fury dropping out the picture. It's two big phenoms, and everybody wanted to see it before. And if they actually get to happen, I bet money that's gonna sell. That's gonna sell. You know, I mean, because one thing about and it has to happen in the UK. Now over here, maybe not. So it'll some people will buy it, but over there that should sell out, bro. AJ is their He-Man, so like they support AJ.
You have to go with the market that you're dominant in.
It's gonna be UK. It's gonna be in Saudi Arabia or UK where it's gonna sell out.
Yeah, it's not gonna sell out here.
No, I don't think it'll sell out here. But it definitely will. It definitely will sell out. UK, Saudi Arabia, just like Conor to Conor being and Eubank Jr. They sold out in 47 minutes. They sold out O2 Arena. You know what I'm saying? 47 minutes.
That's sweet.
Yeah, partially to opening their mouth and selling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but the whole, I don't know why AJ does that. It's like built-in excuses. If he wasn't a Southpaw, I would have beat his ass. So what do you think him being a Southpaw finna change this fight? Like that's what gets me. Like you get what I'm saying? Like why I say shit like that?
Because he's an imbecile.
It don't make no sense at all.
He's an imbecile. Like, why would you even like? I really want to know with some of these guys, what the hell be running through their mind to make them say some of the shit that they're saying? Because saying that is not giving publicity to the fight or making people want to watch the fight. It's making people think like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's giving doubt.
He gonna lose.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Because that's exactly how it made me feel. Like, are you trying to have a built-in excuse before the fight? Like you trying to secretly tell us you're not confident right now in your skills?
He's saying that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing because anybody worth their weight in gold would choose to either adapt and or train for a fighter that's either orthodox or southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
You should be seeing that in training. You should be seeing that in sparring. And what's that tell me? That you probably giving Robert Garcia a little bit too much credit. Anthony Joshua's going to get in there and do what the fuck Anthony Joshua wants to do. Same way
that would be Robert's fault though. Now that ain't me giving Robert is a hell of a trainer.
He is.
Now if Robert if he get hit and start doing AJ, that's not Robert's fault.
No,
you got to stick with the game plan.
The reason why I said you're giving Robert too much credit is because the same way that you pumped up, and a lot of people pumped up Malik Scott.
Well, hold on, I didn't pump up Malik Scott.
Yes, you did. You said you're looking for him to do something different because he has Malik Scott in his corner.
Yeah. It better be something. Word. It better be something different.
Something new for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he got hit, but that has nothing to do with the trainer though, because what he was doing, for that first round, he was successful. Yeah,
that's why I said that you're giving Robert too much credit because AJ is going to AJ.
Yeah, that's not taking that away from Robert though. You can't.
No, it's not taking nothing away from Robert. You can't predict
what a boxer gonna do.
It's just that, when it comes to if
I'm talking about for as the trainer. I'm talking about for as the trainer. I'm not talking about us. How we feel like he may just get hit and go right back to the old AJ. What I'm saying is for a trainer, if you seen what you've been showing him, he's progressing, and it seems like he's been listening to every begging women, every word, no holds barred. And that's what Rob said. He said that when I ask him to do something, he's not being lazy. He's doing exactly what I tell him. So I'm pretty sure Robert going into this fight with the confidence that he has a fighter that's going to listen to the game plan. But again, like you said, he did that shit with Wilder, followed the game plan for a whole round, and he was successful. Tyson couldn't get up on him. He didn't like get hit in the belly. But Tyson finally got that hit, and Deontay went right back to Deontay. So we, like you said, we ain't gonna know until he get hit. But if that fighter reverts back to old him, I don't blame the trainer for that.
No, I'm not blaming the trainer. It's just I have a lot of empirical data that suggests that fighters with new trainers don't win their first match.
No, you can't say that. Tyson Fury did.
I want to tell you why it's different with Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury is an actual boxer. You see a lot more trainers changing between punchers.
Mm.
It's almost like they have a one-track mind. And Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, anybody else that you want to put in that category as a puncher has a one-track mind.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say AJ is 100% puncher, though. He's just big. I consider him more of a boxer. You expect so much out of him because how big he is. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. A guy that big should be way more aggressive than what he puts on in the ring. You know what I mean?
Soft.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go harsh as call him soft, but
no, you beating around the bush.
It's a mental block somewhere.
You beating around a bush with it.
I don't know. Because what if we say that and then he comes out the woodwork on some shit, like for real, like ferocious.
Yeah, but the thing is, with all fighters who try get new trainers, you see that for the first, second, or third round. After that, then what? I'm not judging this fight until the fourth round. Fourth round. Probably the fifth. When Anthony Joshua tends to slow up. He stops moving as crisp. He stopped moving as often. Because
he stopped swinging.
Yes, because he's tired.
Yeah, it's gas tank.
Yeah.
That's what it comes back to, gas tank and mentality. But we ain't gonna drag him out. He who listens to Keith Sweat. But
Anthony Joshua.
But speaking of mental, I'm pretty sure everybody.
This sprays cologne after farting.
This dude, right? We not gonna let this dude keep going.
Anthony Joshua, the type of dude.
Y'all just ignore this shit. That's what y'all
do. Turns the water on while he's taking a dump. Anthony Joshua seemed like the type of guy that got a cigarette extender so he could smoke. You know that thing that Cruella DeVille had?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I knew this old lady that had one, and it had filters, bro. It had filters that went in the motherfucker. The filter is tar. But moving along from that, though, right now. Mental health in boxing. Adrian Broner pulls out because of that. Now, I could be... I don't remember the word I was going to use for this. But I could be wrong. But I remember when they was asking around about Ryan saying that shit. He said that was bullshit. Now, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I could have swore he said something like that. So that's why this kind of bothers me in a certain manner. And then, today, he pulls out, says mental issues, being a father and coaching and basically all of these things that has added up, taking its toll. And it's not to slight him because mental issues is real, but you seen the interviews, you seen, you know, the stuff leading up to this fight. I don't know. It doesn't add up, which is why we dig. You know, but sources say it's because the boy was overweight. Which one do you believe, Polo?
You want me to give a PG answer, or do you want me to give?
I want you to give a commentator's answer, man. Not the comedy special, but answer. True answer.
I think the young black brother, Adrian Broner, suffers from a weight issue along with a mental health issue. We all know that the guy seems to be mentally ill, almost borderline, you know. But mental health is real, but so is your weight. If you can't get down to what was he fighting at? What was this fight going to be at?
I don't think it wasn't no 140, was it?
Oh Lord! And you come in at and you're 161 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're an undisciplined fighter. You're an undisciplined man, which means your career is over. C'est la vie, Adrian Broner.
So you think by him pulling out of this fight,
that's it?
That's it? You think it's end all be all? Because as crazy as it sounds, Broner does have fans. Like he still has a following.
No, it's not that he has fans. He has sycophants.
Who?
Sycophants, almost cult members. So people who see him in a light to where he can't do any wrong because he's on the same type of time that they're on. Now, I say this with all due respect. All due respect. And if anybody feels offended by this, hit me up. We could talk about it. You can tell the intelligence level of somebody by the person or the people that they support.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to me, at least, Adrian Broner represents and has fans from the people who are a little on the spectrum. And that's just me. I'm done.
Boy, you had to put some smoke in there, didn't you? You couldn't just say what you had to say, goddamn me. This dude right here, bro. But I agree with you, though. I believe
you agree. You agree.
I do believe that it's a weight issue, right? But at the same
you
time,
agree with everything. You agree with everything.
But at the same time, though, I do believe it's a little bit mental.
No.
Because this dude be saying some stuff, bro. Like you know how they tell you pay attention to the signs when somebody's screaming for help. It's like if you just look in his past, bro, like when he was on Instagram and he just yelled out, "What was it that Al don't need to give me some money or something? Or I'm gonna go back selling dope." You know, or that one time he gonna talk about he felt like killing himself and crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like basically crying and all that shit. I think
no, I can't give that to somebody who spent his whole career being an attention seeker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be a mental problem where you feel like you need to be feel validation and feel loved all the time? And when that's not there, you feel lonely. I would imagine you feel lonely when you feel like people don't care about you because people ain't paying attention to you.
Problem. That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, we would say that, but if it's been like that, like say when they groom athletes in a certain way and all that, then when the shit hit the fan, this is the outcome. You feel me? Like we've even seen it with child stars. What child star hasn't had a complex when they got older, ended up on drugs or things like that?
A lot. I mean, but It sounds like a you problem.
You know, I'm just saying. Like, I feel like that man probably should have been talking to somebody. Now, I'm not saying that's the excuse for this fight. I'm just saying that I do think it's some sort of, you know, I feel like he should. I've always felt like he should have found someone to talk to. Because, like I said, he says some. If you go through his stuff, man, it's like, what? Like, where does that shit come from? Then all of a sudden he's
But
back happy, or, you know, some people don't know that something's really wrong with him until it's too late, you know? So that's
yeah,
why I
but
said I don't want to slight it. I don't want to, I don't want to shit on it. You feel me?
I understand that. But how do you expect somebody to give a damn about somebody who really does not give a damn about themselves?
Well, see, when you say that though, but if you take account of that, it's the reason. Like, what would be the reason for them not giving a fuck about themselves? That's the
Look,
key. Like, you know what I'm saying?
you don't want help. I can't help you.
Right. But some, I don't know. It's not that simple, Polo. Everything ain't in black and white. Some people don't know how to ask for help. You know what I mean?
Look,
Or whatever the case may be.
I have friends. You're my friend.
Right.
You know if I need help or not. You will be able to look at me and visually see, damn, something's not right. He's a little off. He's a little deterred. And vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't want help, can you help me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? Can you at that point? Can you help me if I don't want the help?
Oh, no.
So what the hell is anybody going to do for Adrian Broner?
Right. But I'm saying we don't know if that's really the case, though.
You don't think plenty of people have pulled him to the side and be like, hey, man, what's going on with you? Because no matter what the fuck I think or what the fuck I say or anything like that.
For real. I really don't. I believe that he got a bunch of yes men around him. And that's what leads to those breakdowns when those guys ain't around and don't have nobody congratulating them.
But you can't be anything other than a yes man to these dudes.
You know.
So I mean,
I won't say Adrian that, but I'm just saying that, I'm just saying, just not to slight it to say that, oh well, it's Adrian Broner, he full of shit. He ain't got mental issues. And then Lord forbid he didn't went and did something to himself, then everybody was like, damn, he really did. You get what I'm saying? I hope if it's real what he's saying, I hope he does. I'm just saying I hope he does go get help. Even though we got sources saying he was overweight. But I'm pretty sure he does have some sort of mental issue though.
He's a boxer. I'm pretty sure he does.
Just based, like I say, just based off of, you know what I'm saying? But I also like how boxers, one thing I do agree with Omar Figueroa Jr. said, he went in on Adrian, but at the same time, he was like, I'm pretty sure you got mental health issues though, for real. He was like, but not for this fight. And then he was like, but, show us proof that you sought professional help. I feel like that's fair. That's
fair, but that ain't, bro.
I feel like that's fair. I feel like it's fair for real. They do it for everything else when they be talking about, his hand broke, show proof, this and the third. I feel like if because we're so used to the shenanigans, because when Adrian talks, we so used to taking that shenanigans. You get what I'm saying? So if he for real this time, it's like he done cried wolf so many times. So like we don't know when to believe you. You know what I mean?
Adrian Broner,
if this is real,
all of this. Adrian Broner could have fixed all of this. This is going to sound harsh, but the demise of Adrian Broner is Adrian Broner's own fault. Instead of trying to chase after Floyd or trying to call out Floyd, all his issues seem to stem around him trying to deal with Floyd. Leave Floyd the fuck alone. Just leave him the fuck alone and handle your business. If you would have did that, stuck to your P's and Q's, and stayed on your P's and toes, you would be a reputable man. You would probably be champion right now, AB. But no, you sitting up here trying to chase after somebody you see as your daddy, obviously, trying to get love and affection from him instead of handling the shit that you need to handle. No. That's not bullshit. This needs to be said. This, like, on some real fucking shit, on some real life shit. This needs to be said. A lot of times as black men, we get wrapped up in the illusion of motherfuckers. We get wrapped up in the, the image without even knowing who the fuck these motherfuckers are, and we choose to have them as role models or father figures and shit like that. Look where the fuck is getting people. Look where the fuck is getting us. Like, honest to God, AB is going to be another what if story. He's going to be another what if story. And I remember when AB started, motherfucker couldn't be touched. Couldn't be touched. You was comparing him to Floyd. Like, damn, he's just as good. Is he going to be better than Floyd? What did he do with that? He sucked validation from Floyd instead of seeking validation from his fucking self. Because he's seen Floyd as the father figure. He's seen him as the role model. Instead of putting your damn head down, pinning your ears back, and handling the fucking business that you needed to handle. When you don't do that, you get an Adrian Broner. His family failed him. His support system failed him. And most of all, he failed him. So I can't sit up here and feel bad for Adrian Broner when there's 17,000 other black men in that same damn situation.
Well, I have to say this. I disagree with all that. Adrian, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I won't say his family has anything to do with it, nothing like that, but I will say this. You have valid points in there where, like, you constantly looking at somebody else to validate you, that stamp, and it feels like maybe he feels like he never got it, and he's still talking about if me and Floyd do this, me and Floyd fight this. I do, and I've said it, like, just quit chasing that dude. Just make your own legacy and pass him the fuck up. That's all you have to do. And even though he had the losses, he still had opportunities to do so. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I do say that with the most, but I still can't get away with that. I still think something, because of all of that, it's something there why he's seeking that type of validation or saying crazy shit and all of that shit. I don't think that's just attention grabbing.
Like, I'm how the fuck do I say this without it sounding really fucking offensive? I'm not even gonna say it. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying though, like, I feel like he need to go ahead and seek somebody, bro. To be that at that age to still be seeking validation from others. It's something.
It's border. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. Let's move on. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
So you don't think let me ask you a question. So you don't think that he has? Okay, but you saying you don't believe that he has any mental issues?
I believe.
You don't think there's something wrong up there? Like, he needs to talk to somebody.
The person who he needs to talk to.
And I ain't even talking about boxing wise. I'm talking just as a human being.
The person who he needs to talk to is not going to talk to him.
What?
That's how I'm gonna put it. The person that he needs to talk, because you know how it is in life. I'll put it to you in this way. When you get your nose first opened up by a young lady or something like that, and chasing after her, and she's on a whole nother level than you are, right? Some guys, They want to know why. And then when she finally gives you the answer, it releases you. It releases you. It gives you clarity to where you can actually move on with your life. The person who AB needs to sit down and talk to and have a come to Jesus talk with is Floyd. So Floyd can tell him, like, look, bro, I really don't give a damn about you. I really don't care about you. I really don't even like you. I really don't. Stop chasing after me. It's borderline obsessive. Leave me alone. He does that. Two things will happen. Either AB gonna get it together, or AB gonna off himself.
That man ain't gonna off himself, man. We not finna say that shit, bro.
It's okay. I'm not trying to offend anybody tonight. I'm trying to remain on a line. I'm not trying to be a habitual line stepper tonight. I'm trying to stay behind this line, Slick. I'm trying to stay behind it. But I'm teetering. That's what I'm saying. I will tell you what I'm really thinking afterwards. Because what I want to say.
Right, but I mean, it's a way to say it, bro. You don't have to say it in that manner. I mean, like, that's why I asked you outside of boxing.
He needs closure. He needs something that's going to release him. He has demons. And all of his demons are somewhat based around imagery, materialism. He's a proper example of what you do not want your young men and your young women to grow up to be. And then some people are like, well, what do you mean? He's a successful boxer. He's this, and this. Fuck the money. Money can't change you. It can only make you more of what the fuck you are. True and shit. Right now, he's a child. He's a child looking for validation. He's a child looking for somebody to love him. And the person who he wants to love him, the person who he sees as his daddy, does not love him. That's why he goes off on everybody. And have you noticed, whenever he says something negative about Floyd, it looks emotional. Yeah. It's borderline homoerotic.
See, you was all the right. Throw the flag. He was on the straight there to that last piece. Goddamn me, shit. Oh man. But no, I do feel bad for him. I do hope he get his shit together. You know, we ain't never on here to slight mental health. That shit's real. You know.
But my quarrel is being somebody who actually deals with mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Don't use that as a convenient fucking cop out.
Right. So that's the angle you looking at it as.
Yeah. It's awful convenient for you just to say something that you can't physically prove it, can you? You can't physically prove a mental illness. That's something that shows over time. You have to know that person to know that they're mentally ill. Instead of bossing up, being a man about it, like, look, I'm not going to make weight. Fuck it. Let's renegotiate and fight at a catch weight. Because it can be done. Jake Paul proved that shit. It can be done. I mean, but that's too much like right. and then you tie yourself up with another guy. I'm done. Go ahead, Slick. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
Nah, I
Done.
was just letting you know what I'm saying.
I
You
can't
should,
I can't do that. That's wrong. That's like, how can I put this? That's like, for me, if somebody says, "Oh man, we good," even though I slapped the hell out of you. You know why? Because I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. I'm autistic. So I just reached up and slapped you. You can't do nothing to me because I have a condition. I find it awful fucking convenient that you saying that you have a condition when you want to do something to me, but when it comes time to actually put in work, all of a sudden, nah, I'm not with it.
no, I get what you're saying. Now I understand. You should live with that, like as a person that deals with it. You know, you take it very offensive if a person using it as an excuse. You know, or whatever the case may be. And I understand if that's the case. You know, I'm not saying that you wrong for that or at all. You know, but I'm. It's like I'm just torn because like, what if it's really real? And I don't want to be the motherfucker be like, man, fuck you, you full of shit. You know,
If
it's almost like how when I tell people who say they don't believe in Jesus, I say, well, I'd rather believe he there than to believe he not there than get there he there. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So like that's the angle I'm saying that I'm looking at it as, because the play with that is serious. That's some sick shit. But
It is.
if you really do have issue, all I'm saying is
But bruh, we didn't
get the
see
help
motherfuckers.
that you need. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this year alone, and a little bit of last year, we didn't see motherfuckers pull out a fight, magical injuries, magical back injuries, magical neck injuries, magical arm injuries, magical hand injuries, leg injuries, all this different type of shit. And it's always either a week before the fight or the week of the fight.
Right.
Always.
Right.
And the saddest part is it's all PBC.
Except one.
That's the saddest part.
Except
It's
one.
all except for one.
Yeah.
Except for one.
When you drinking that special tea. You know. But other than that, you're right though. It has been. It has been.
Yeah. Like, that's sad. Like, how can you be a fan of that promotional company and the fighters on that promotional company when you know if they feel like this is just an assumption, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If they feel like the powers that be feel like the fight's not going to sell or there's something else going on that weekend,
mm-hmm.
Hey, say you need back surgery. Hey, say you pulled a hamstring. Hey,
mm-hmm.
tell them you got a ligament broken in your foot. You got a ligament broken in your hand. Something's wrong with your chest. Something's wrong with your immune system. All this other shit. Instead of saying the truth, majority of the fighters that you see on TV with PBC are undisciplined.
Right. You can't help but feel that's what it is. It's just it's a lack of discipline. That's what I was gonna say. You got all these fighters pulling out, and it's like, but then you magically see these cats and
at the
other
event,
videos
at another event
stuff
the next
like
week.
that.
Fresh as fuck.
Yeah. With no problem. Now that I do, that's why I was like, yeah, you got a point on that shit, buddy. Everybody injured, but everybody out partying and shit.
You check their Instagrams, where they at? They at the club. Mm-hmm. They popping bottles and hoes and cigars. But I thought you needed back surgery.
Right.
I thought something was wrong with your immune system.
Right.
I thought something was wrong with your hand. I thought something. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. It's sad, and it's disrespectful to the sport.
No,
It's
you
really
right.
disrespectful to the sport. Because if this is a sport that you love, this is a sport that you're willing to make your statement in and risk your life for, you give to that sport.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take away. You don't take away from
Gotcha.
that. Think about it. Think about it like this. You said AB has diehard fans, right?
No, yeah.
What if this was a 23-year-old dude,
Mm-hmm.
works at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
He been saving up 4 or 5 checks just to get to see AB fight.
Mm-hmm.
He done bought his ticket. He done bought his plane ticket. He done paid for his hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
He done mapped out his whole goddamn weekend around that fucking fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight's canceled a couple of days before. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
Now, having said that statement, Paul, I gotta ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about you?
No. Hell no.
Is this you,
Hell no.
Paulo? Are you trying to tell us something?
No,
Are you secretly an Adrian Broner fan?
no, but I will say that it may not seem like it, but I want him to be successful. Probably because of what he was.
Right. Now that I can definitely agree. The man was, I hate to say was, but extremely he looked like one of the most promising talents coming up in boxing.
Bro, he had next.
He had the whole package.
He had next. He had size, speed, pop, personality. That's all you need for a boxer.
Mm-hmm. I think that knockout did something to him, bro. When Forrest inside that ring.
I want to say what did something to him was the decision making outside of the ring.
That too.
Like a lot of things can be boiled down to, did you make the right decision or did you make a poor decision?
Right.
And a lot of that I see with Adrian Broner. I wanted that dude to be successful. I really did. Because unlike Floyd, he was talking and he was taking on whoever the hell they put in front of him.
Right.
And was beating them.
Right.
And at the time when Floyd just fighting once a year and fighting whoever he picks or somebody he should have fought 10 years ago or some shit like that, you have this breath for fresh air who talks like Floyd, but he's giving you the business like Pretty Boy Floyd.
Right. Right.
You had the best of both worlds. You had the mouth of money and the actions of Pretty Boy in one person.
Yep.
And what he do with it? He just shitted on all of it. He shitted on all of it. That's disappointing. That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's why I said he's going to be one of the greatest what if stories in boxing. How many young niggas can say that they got a fight with Manny Pacquiao?
Facts.
And you got him, and you got him before Floyd did. You had something up on Floyd. I fought somebody that he fought Pacquiao before Floyd did.
Are you sure about that?
Let's look it up. Let's go to the wonderful world of sports.
I really want to know that.
Let's see. No, it was after. My bad. My bad. It was January 19th, 2019. My bad. But even then, how many young niggas can say that they had the opportunity to fight
Right, to
a
fight him.
manufacturer,
Facts.
and you squander it? You have poor decision making. Very poor.
Mm-hmm.
Very poor. And you have a very poor circle. You have a very poor circle. You have a very poor support system. Very poor. Some people like him, you know where he belongs?
Mm-hmm.
He belongs on those ranches out there in Montana.
Yeah, where they can
Idaho.
focus. You saying he's one of those about to gotta be far from the bullshit.
You can't have him train in Atlanta.
Right.
You can't have him train in Texas.
Right.
You can't have him train in Ohio. You can't have him train anywhere where he feels comfortable.
Where you can go to the strip club, get some chicken wings.
Chicken wing. You can't have him go anywhere where he's going to feel like he fits in.
Mm-hmm.
Because fitting in brings and breeds comfortability. He does not know how to be he does not know how to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why if I have the ducats to do it, I would put me a boxing gym in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of fucking nowhere. We chopping wood. We on some Rocky shit. We chopping wood. We shoveling snow. We plowing fields and shit like that. You gonna be strong.
On some Creed shit.
Yeah. You gonna
in the middle of the desert.
You all right? You want to train here? Training starts this fall. It's March. Build your house.
Right.
Build your house.
Right.
You want to be here? Build it. Because all that money shit don't fly here. Mm-hmm. It's about hard work. It's about dedication. Do you want this? Is this what the fuck you want? Yes, build your house. If you need help, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you be great. Do you want it?
All right. Help me help you.
Yeah. We're not gonna have none of that fancy equipment. None of that shit. We got mountains, we got hills, we got rivers, we got streams. I mean, all you need is a ring, a heavy bag, and pads. Right. Take it back. Take it back to the basics. But want to tell you what? I don't think nobody would visit that gym.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. The disciplined ones that know themselves will. That's why you got the ones that know that. They usually travel like Big Bear Mountain. You know, they'll put themselves in solitude. Like, they'll leave their kids. They'll leave their old lady. They don't, because they know any distraction around. It's very few boxers that can have their family around. You know what I'm saying? And actually still perform to the top of their performance. You know, I mean, to the best of their abilities. Most boxers, they got to get away. I got to go. You know, the ones that sit there and say, I need my family around, this, that, and they don't pay out. They're the ones that need to go away, you know? Because discipline is everything.
I would purposely find spots where there's no cell reception.
Right. Part of discipline is knowing yourself first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, with my camp, you don't know that you didn't put in work until you done grew a fucking beard.
Right. We don't
whether it's patchy or not. I want you to show up to that press conference looking angry.
Like AJ did in the second Ruiz fight.
Yeah.
I afro, he didn't get a haircut. He looked like he was out in the wilderness, boy. Toughing it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to see at press conferences. That's what I want to see at weigh-ins. I want you to show your scars.
Yeah.
I got this from training.
Right.
What kind of work you putting into where you getting something like this?
No, I agree with you though. Like when it comes to press conference shit, I want to see something. I don't want Like I liked how Conor Ben. You could see Conor Ben was already working. Like he taking that shit serious in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody saying, "Well, all I gotta do is lose." Woo woo. Where the other person talking shit, he looked like, man, I'm ready to back this shit up. You playing over there talking and playing games. You know, that's what I be want to see. It's not just so much about the banter and back and forth and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's about the show and prove part. Like, you know what I mean? When I saw, and I'm not switching subjects, I'm just giving an example. When Conor Ben stood up for that face off, I was like, damn, he wasn't playing, bro. Like, he said, my shit started 3 weeks ago, bro. I'm not just doing this. This is real to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sees what the potential where this can catapult him. So, like, I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? And, you know, this is a sport where you can't play boxing, though. You just really can't play it, and you got to either be 100% in or you just got to be 100% out.
Bro, with me, my camp, you're going to develop a mean streak or you're going to get left behind. You're going to develop a mean streak. You ain't got no choice. It's going to be all men in the goddamn wilderness for 6 months.
Y'all going to be some angry motherfuckers. As I know, y'all going to be, shit, it was, how many you say it's going to be?
6 months. It could be up to 24 men.
And 24 men, and 4 came home.
Those are the winners.
Yeah. Only 4 made it back, goddamn. What happened to the rest of them? We don't know.
We don't talk about it.
Right. Shit,
we don't talk about it. We call it the weak blood.
Right.
Get rid of the weak blood. That's
for real, though. I think mental toughness, and I also think
but that would build it, though. That would build mental toughness.
It will build mental toughness, and it will also separate the weak from the strong.
Yeah.
What it do, Mob? Salute to Mob, man. I was over there on Mob channel, man. I'm gonna do that video too, Mob. While I was commenting, I'm gonna do it on GMT. So if you want to get on, you can get on. I ain't no Polo. Polo he gonna be like, what the hell when he sees this video. But yeah, shout out to my boy. Make sure y'all go over there and give my boy a sub. You want to learn about them trees? Goddamn me, that's your boy. Go over there. He growing. He does that shit for real. He's not purchasing. He smokes his own. He's doing this shit, man. He does reactions and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to Mob, man. Always have show love. Also, you want to buy some tracks? Rapper, producer extraordinaire, goddamn me. He did this track just to give you a sample. He did that's my first purchase of real official intro music, and this too, he did this. So if you want some slaps, shout out to Mob, man. Go over to Mob, bro. He even showing niggas how to make beats. So fuck with Mob, man. But no, on everything, man, I wish Adrian Broner, you know, Adrian Broner, if you watching, bro, you know, ain't nobody beating you down, man. You know what I mean? This is just all out of love. You know, we want to see you be great, bro. You know what I'm saying? And quiet as kept, you know, Polo talking shit, he a fan, I'm a fan, because we love boxing. You know what I mean? We just confused, you know what I'm saying? You know, we don't like, it's just like my man Polo say. It's a lot of excuses in boxing. You're in boxing, you know, and especially this mental issue is just hot right now, and it seems like the most convenient thing to say. So it's hard to know what's real and what's not. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's real, I hope you get with the help that you need. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but like I said, I got stick. So until we get you and it come out your mouth, sir, sources say you are overweight. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean?
AB don't want to be great.
Mob said that, yeah, down. Hey, we doing great. He said he had some bars for that joint. Yeah, man, I had to have that. But real spit, man. We will be back Friday to talk about the Saturday fights and the boxing news. You know what I'm saying? We got some other up and coming great things. You know, as we said, look for us to be on Spotify, Anchor, you know what I'm saying? iTunes, you know what I mean? Shortly. And having said that, Polo, I know you on your bullshit, bro.
I'm not on my bullshit.
Yeah, you
This is the most
Polo
honest you're going to get me.
All right. You got anything you want to add at the end, man?
For those of you who are actually dealing with mental health, take care of it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Please do not be afraid to ask for help. We've lost too many people over stigmas, or like, if you ask for help, that's a sign of weakness. No, it is not. It takes a real courageous person to be able to ask for help on something that's that serious. Whether it's suicide, hurting others, anything, depression, get help. Matter of fact, I don't normally do this, but you could call me. I'll talk to you, because you never know. Sometimes just sitting down talking to somebody can change something. It could be a completely stranger or whatever. You just have to talk about it.
Yeah, just don't hold that shit in, bro.
Yeah, don't
hold that shit in.
Do not. You do yourself a disservice. You do your family a disservice. And nobody, at the end of the day, nobody likes a coward. And for you to, if you're going to, and I find it very cowardly for somebody to think that the only way out of something is suicide, or the only way out of something is to hurt somebody else. That's cowardly to me. It takes a lot of strength to say, I need help. Find it. And that's it.
That's what it do, y'all, man. We're going to catch you on the rebound. Make sure y'all check out all the content between GMT Boxing and over there on Slick 50 TV. You know what I'm saying? GMT Podcast is back in effect as well. And we're going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody who done walked through. But I appreciate y'all even more if y'all hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And we up out of here to a mob trap. Deuces.
You are now tuned into the judges' table. King shit. King shit.